Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is December the 18th, 2018. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw and tell you guys what happened. What happened to Corbin? Is he back as a general manager? Are we having a new general manager? But to start the show back on Monday Night Raw, we had all four McMahons in the very same ring. We got Vince. We got Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Shane McMahon, and they are going to take over Monday Night Raw as the authority, but not as a bad authority. Mostly, they said the fans is going to be the authority. They're going to do what's best for us. Now, not best for them, what's best for us. So that means new faces, new matches, jobbers will fight. They actually will get a number contendership match or get an opportunity. And that's what we saw there. But Baron Corbin came out and talked about this is a fluke. He lost to to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman wasn't supposed to be there. Wasn't he scheduled to be there? Yes, I think he was scheduled. And it was a no disqualification. Rude, Gable, Angle, Cruz, Slater. They all doing that. What? If it didn't happen, Slater's going to do the same thing to Braun Strowman. Is that fair to Braun Strowman? But, ladies and gentlemen, they said no to him to be the permanent general manager of Raw, but Vince McMahon says he could have an opportunity, and he did. The opportunity was he has to beat Kurt Angle. So the match went on, and the special guest referee was Heath Slater. He has a cut in the middle. But the match got changed. The match got changed because Baron Corbin does it a million times. When he was a general manager, Finn Balor he won by disqualification. It got turned into a no disqualification. But Baron Corbin had a handicap match 4-on-3. We had Kurt Angle. We had Bobby Roode. We had Chad Gable. And we had Apollo Crews. It was everybody attacking them. Everybody was hitting them. And then Shane McMahon came out and said it was a no disqualification. I believe it was Shane McMahon saying his own disqualification. Triple H is the one that made it a handicap match. And Shane McMahon made it a no disqualification. So everybody used chairs. Heath Slater was stomping on Baron Corbin. It was amazing. I was laughing. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard. Everybody did their finisher. Gable and Roode did their double tag team, their tag team finisher. Apollo Crews did a frog splash, and Kurt Angle did an angle slam, and 1, 2, 3, it was over. Corbin, I'm sorry, but you are not the general manager. You were the worst general manager. The ratings is going to go high now because we're actually going to see some guys that we actually like. And, ladies and gentlemen, they weren't done. They put him through a table as well. Bye-bye, Corbin. You don't have a job as a general manager anymore. Thank God for that. Oh, thank God for that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what another thing that happened at WWE's TLC. It's going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Finn Balor. This was a pretty good match until Drew McIntyre got involved and attacked both men. Well, he was attacking Dolph Ziggler first. Dolph attacked him first. And then Finn Balor did a weird plancha, you guys want to call it. And then Drew McIntyre got angry and did a Claymore on every single person. So next week, on Christmas Eve, the special edition of Monday Night Raw, we're going to have a triple threat match. Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre. That's going to happen. And then, ladies and gentlemen, next we have Dean Ambrose called out Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins lost his Intercontinental Championship, and he was always making names for him, calling Seth Rollins names. And he says, okay, he was about to do an open challenge to Seth Rollins, not for the Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins was no show. Then he said, I will do an open challenge to anyone except for Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe who answered the challenger. It was Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze answered the challenge. And then It was a pretty decent match. Tyler Breeze wouldn't stay down, but like you joined after, I think it was a Dirty Deeds, Dean Ambrose won the match, and then Seth Rollins came out. He was dressed as one of those gas mask men, and Dean Ambrose got Seth Rollins got a little revenge, but he's not done yet. But next week, because Corbin got in the face of Seth Rollins because he says, "Oh, the rating was going down because it was all your fault." All this blah 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 blue 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 blue. No, Corbin, it was all your fault. Okay, you don't know how to run a show, not like the McMahons. So Seth Rollins just just smacked that man in the face, smacked Corbin in the face. So next week we're going to see Corbin versus Rollins. And then we're going to have a fatal four-way match to become the new number contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Revival versus the Lucha House Party versus AOP versus the B Team. Hey, we're actually finally going to see the B Team in action. It was a pretty good match. Decent. It was decent. But the winner of that match was the Revival. The Revival got the win after doing a Shatter Machine onto, I think it was Bo Dallas. They got the win, and they're going to get to the Raw Tag Team titles. Before we get to our main event, it's the women's match. It's a women's match. They talk about new stars that's going to be called up to the main roster. And they named 6 people. Well, it's only 5, but there's a tag team that's coming. I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But a tag team. So 6 guys will get called up to the main roster from NXT. So you know about Lars Sullivan. He's coming to Raw or SmackDown. They talked about it for the whole month of December, almost whole month. And then we have Lacey Evans going to be making her, we don't know when these guys are coming, they said weeks or months. But Lacey Evans is going to be coming to the main roster, it looks like it. Lars Sullivan, Heavy Machinery, Nikki Cross, and EC3. But like you joined the question for me, because the Authority, the McMahons, says that they're going to be the boss of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. What's going to happen with Paige tonight? What's going to happen with Paige? She's the general manager of SmackDown. She didn't do anything bad like Baron Corbin did. What's going to happen there? I don't know what's going to happen there, but I hope they don't get rid of Paige, because Paige doesn't have a agenda with anyone. All right, she didn't. She makes matches, makes opportunities happen. So I want Paige still as the general manager, but the NXT and the 205 Live, they didn't say anything about those two. So I still think Drake Maverick and William Regal still general managers of those shows. So we have the women's match for the main event. Ronda Rousey came out and talked about, she didn't want to talk about what happened at TLC, what she did to Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. We all know she has a problem with them. She wants to fight. She had an open challenge. What is going on with everybody making open challenges? So Ronda made an open challenge, and there was a big argument in the backstage with the production people and the women, because they want to answer it. They said, play my music, everybody. And Stephanie McMahon says, enough, come with me. And then she announced, the winner of this 8-women gauntlet match will verse Ronda Rousey next week on Christmas Eve against Ronda Rousey. This match was decent. It was pretty good. We got Dana Brooke. She lost. We have Alicia Fox. She lost. Bailey gone. Ruby Riott gone. Ember Moon gone. But the last 2 was Natalya and Sasha Banks. They had a great match. It was a little too long for me, but it was a great match. The winner of that match was Natalya. Natalya will verse her best friend and her training partner, Ronda Rousey. I have a bad feeling one of them is going to turn heel. I'm having a feeling, because everybody had a rumor since this happened, since Ronda and Natalya, we saw their friendship. I think Natalya is going to turn on Ronda after the match, or before the match. I don't know. That's my prediction for this whole thing. That's all for me today. I thought this Raw was pretty good. We saw some guys that never had a match, like the B Team, like Tyler Breeze, even the women's, because it's not Alexa Bliss being the manager of the women, and it's not Baron Corbin being the general manager of Monday Night Raw. They're actually getting an opportunity. It's what we want. It's what the fans want. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hope it stays like that for next week and for a couple of months, and see what they have a general manager for Raw. That's all for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw last night, and I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live, and we will see what happens to Paige. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, leave a comment below. Tell me what's your favorite Christmas gift that you guys received, because it ends at Christmas Day. This question ends at Christmas Day, and I will be making my Christmas video. I had to hype it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment below. My favorite Christmas gift is going to wrestling. That's my favorite gift. I had a whole bunch of great ones, but ladies and gentlemen, my first experience of wrestling was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Every time I go to a wrestling event, it's phenomenal. But ladies and gentlemen, you had to have your first experience to a wrestling event. I never went until 2011. I've been a fan for, I don't know how many years. I've been a fan of wrestling for a lot of years, and I didn't go until 2011 when my dad surprised me with tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tala is out.